Jen here. In this short video, I want to talk about frictionless selling. Now, we get asked all the time if we work on a revenue share basis or on a commission basis. We are pitched this great opportunity that we can benefit from all of this revenue in exchange for us working for free to help someone else close business. We're also asked whether we can guarantee a number of calls booked or close deals every single month. However, what these requests require is something called frictionless selling. And this requires so many pieces in place that we have to put it back to the business to ask them whether they can provide this or not. Mostly, frictionless selling requires market message match to send cold messages to a cold audience to land calls and then deals. Now, of course, it's natural to want your lead generators, appointment setters and closers to have skin in the game, to be motivated by the number of calls booked, the number of calls completed, and the number of deals closed. However, a fully commission-based sales system requires the following things in place before a partnership is formed. Firstly, a proven offer that the market wants. Second, a no-brainer introductory offer such as a complimentary audit, a free review, a free blueprint, an assessment, or a strategy session. This allows cold leads to engage with very low commitment and allows them to be qualified as leads. Thirdly, a very clearly defined decision maker, including their role within a certain type of company within a certain geography. And fourth, a plug-and-play script that articulates all of these things to a cold audience, but is proven to attract a lead to that introductory offer and to a call and into the funnel. Only once these things are in place can a company attract lead generators, appointment setters, and closers to a commission-based agreement, because they can show back to those partners that this is a proven system that is going to yield revenue for them and reward their efforts. If this is not in place, then the company is essentially asking those lead generators, appointment setters, and closers to bear the burden of the risk of it not working, but also doing the work to prove those things and the assets required in order to close the revenue. If this process is underdeveloped, their efforts are going to fail, they're going to burn out, and potentially you, the company, are going to feel that marketers are just scammers because they might promise return and there is no return. So consider this. The ideal conditions for a successful lead generation process for a high ticket service includes the following: active, successful lead generation on other platforms such as speakership, book sales, podcasts, networking, association memberships, or a strong referral network and word of mouth network. Second, excellent case studies formulated and published in such a way that it shows exactly how the process works for a very specific clientele. Thirdly, a sales letter or a sales landing page, or it could be a sales video where the offer is clearly articulated to the ideal client, including how that person or that business can go from point A to point B with predictable success and achieve a certain outcome. Fourth, active social content engaging an audience or market on a regular basis. Fifth, consistency of brand across all of this social collateral from website, social, as well as conversations and client engagement. Six, a regular email, a newsletter, a blog, something that a prospect can subscribe to hear from you regularly with updates, news, and thought leadership. Seven, a really strong sales call framework, taking a cold lead to the point of proposal and close deal smoothly. And this entails a follow-up process, some kind of CRM or system of tagging conversations and being able to follow up with historical leads and taking them through to close as well. If a company doesn't have any of these or has tried cold outreach previously and it just hasn't worked, there's no guarantee that the lead generator can provide that's going to help that company. Unfortunately, the company needs to go away and just do the hard work to build a system that is going to work. The reality is that you just have to sell in order to sell. And what I mean by that is you have to run lots of outreach messages to your target audience and get the feedback from the market of what message is working, what message is unclear, what the market is actually wanting, what they're responding to, and what they'll pay for. Basically, it's just a lot of testing, and you have to rigorously test that market message resonance to understand the sales cycle of a cold lead all the way down to being a closed deal. Ultimately, frictionless selling requires a great deal of market testing and iteration. Now, fear not. As a result of our experience talking to a lot of companies that want a commission-based sales agreement, we've come up with a product called the Growth Blueprint. Now, this is a one-time service that helps your company build out the following assets. So market research of your ideal client, and that includes over 30 interviews. Market message testing to achieve market message match. Founder story articulation to really crystallize who you are and your unique story. Company brand story and company brand articulation to make sure that your messaging is on point. Case study formulation and publication to make sure it's really clear who you help and how you've helped them historically. Sales letter creation so that your offer is just clearly spelled out for people to understand exactly what you do and the steps that you take them through. Content or thought leadership blueprint so that your best unique thinking is articulated into some form of ebook or white paper. And finally, a sales script blueprint so that you or your sales team have a process to take your ideal client through. Once you have these assets in place, you could feasibly implement a commission-based sales agreement with a lead generator, an appointment setter, or a closer, because you have the data and the assets in place to guarantee them that this is going to work. So if you're interested in creating a growth blueprint for your company and then being able to strap on a commission-based sales system, then comment below or DM me on LinkedIn. I'd be very happy to jump on a short conversation and see how we can help you. All right, that's the end of this video. I hope you found it valuable, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.